So we're going to talk about the AS 5369 standard. This standard is to provide minimum requirements for uniform as well as cleaning, disinfection and sterilization requirements for reusable medical devices known as RMD. Of course, other devices that are safe for use and pose no risk of infection, agent transmission, such as single-use device, are excluded from the standard AS5369. The standard is applied to the following aspects: cleaning, disinfection, sterilization, inspection, handling, packaging, storage, and of course, transportation. The AS5369 standard is applied to any medical care facility in which patients are undergoing surgical and medical procedures. Additionally, the standard includes any facility where skin can be breached or there is a contact with mucous membranes, such as dental practices, tattoo, piercing parlors. Facility or services that are to implement the AS5369 standard must abide by the following requirements. They must have a hard copy, such as this, in their premises. It's the standard AS5369, present in the practice and when they can refer to at any time. Now, all workers and those involved in this practice must have an understanding of the standards and the importance at the workplace. Now, you have to be aware that sometimes there is update of the standard from official website. And the host of the standard give trainings and also maybe some seminar that will help everyone of the current protocols. So I was asked to give 2 examples of protocol that achieves the best result in practice. Also, the first one was regarding the preheating of the steam sterilization. The standard doesn't explicitly detail the preheating step for steam sterilizer, but it mandated that sterilizers be validated, maintained, and used according to the manufacturer's instruction, and that is from 7.5.02 bracket N. So how do we go about it? Well, before we start our work, the first thing we do, according to manufacturer standards, we preheat our steam sterilizer. There's a cycle 1. Go through the cycle. It's empty, of course, and it's a bit like preheating an oven before baking. Same principle. And then it comes up with a validation, label validation of all the parameter, and it says here no incident. We check, yep, no incident, and then we put this validation label in our daily routine logbook. The other one was pretty straightforward. It's regarding the Bowidic The BOE-DIC, the protocol, it's followed in the page 67, table 8.2. So the BOE and DIC has to be on a daily basis, and you will find also in 8.74. So the idea of the BOE-DIC is a daily air removal and still penetration test, such as this. You see the color here. This is an indicator, and then when it passes, it shows that color. Inside there is a sleeve with a pattern, and those pattern has to change color, and there should not be any speck or different. It's not uniform. Has to be uniform or the same color that's showing on the front of the packet. With that, same procedure. You got validation label comes. You got, in fact, it's a double validation. You got the one from the sterilizer, and you got the one from the indicator. So now we're going to talk about the standard NZS 8134. So that standard applies to a wide range of specialties. The scope is on a general application, age groups, service setting within the health and disability sector. This standard is mandatory to those sectors, small, public or private setting. As far as the sterile service providers regarding the RMD, in the standard 0.3 under definition, there is another, and so there is all these bullet point, and one of them is the first one I've ticked, in fact, is the accountability. And so the definition of this is a person's, and I read, or organization's requirement to account for all fulfill an action, whether that action is carried out by that person or organization. In other words, I am accountable for my work done in R&D as a technician, and the organization that employs me are accountable too. That's what we call the chain of accountability. So in this standard 0.3, page 8, they talk about the definition of reusable medical device. It says there, and I quote, any device used in the delivery of care that is designed for decontamination and subsequent reuse on other person, that is us. Then there is the 5.2, also talk about the injection prevention program, prevention program, and implementation. That is in relation to us. The 5.2.3 bracket H talks about the decontamination and reprocessing of reusable medical device and equipment. In conclusion, yes, indeed, the standard NZS 8134 is relevant. In fact, those standards work in hand for best practice to be achieved in our daily work. Kakiteano. I hope you enjoyed this 10 minutes video.